The death of Jeffrey Epstein shocked the world, but what came after may be even more disturbing. Over the years, millions of pages of documents began surfacing: private emails, flight logs, court records, photographs, videos, and names connected to one of the most controversial scandals of our time. Newspapers covered it, social media exploded. Investigators, journalists, and ordinary people all began searching for answers. But hidden in the middle of this mountain of evidence, something strange happened. While the world focused on the headlines, some of the most intriguing details seemed to pass completely unnoticed. We're talking about nearly 3.5 million pages of documents, over 180 miles of images, miles of video footage, and somewhere between 10 and 15 terabytes of released material. Inside that ocean of files may be clues that reveal not only how this operation allegedly worked for decades, but an even bigger question: how did something this massive stay hidden for so long? Today, we're diving deep into disturbing facts that almost nobody is talking about in the Epstein Files. What was really happening behind the scenes? Subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Jeffrey Epstein was known as a powerful financier, a man who, over decades, built an extraordinary network of connections with billionaires, politicians, academics, celebrities, and some of the most influential people in the world. But behind the luxury, the private jets, the mansions, and the elite connections, there was another side of Epstein, a much darker side. Over the years, Epstein faced accusations, investigations, and eventually criminal convictions involving sexual abuse, trafficking of minors, and other disturbing allegations. When the so-called Epstein Files began surfacing, the public became obsessed with one question: who was connected to him? High-profile names quickly dominated headlines. Figures such as Bill Clinton, Bill Gates, Donald Trump, and many others. But it's important to make one thing clear: appearing in released documents, flight logs, or contact records does not automatically imply criminal wrongdoing, and many investigations are still ongoing as authorities continue to examine the full scope of the case. But while the world was focused on famous names, another part of this story received far less attention, and it may be one of the most disturbing parts of all. In 1996, a woman named Maria Farmer came forward with allegations against Epstein, years before his crimes became global headlines. Farmer, an artist who had worked for Epstein, claimed that something deeply disturbing had happened. According to her reports, Epstein allegedly took private photographs involving members of her family, images created for her personal artistic work, and kept both the photographs and their negatives. But according to Farmer, that was only the beginning. She claimed Epstein repeatedly demanded access to more images, and when she resisted, he allegedly threatened her. According to her statements, Epstein warned that if she told anyone, he would burn her house down. But Farmer's allegations didn't stop there. She also claimed to have witnessed teenage girls regularly being brought into Epstein's environment, and situations that she believed were deeply abusive. In 1996, Farmer says she reported everything to the New York City Police Department and to the Federal Bureau of Investigation for incidents outside New York jurisdiction. But despite her warnings, despite the allegations, and despite the potential evidence, nothing happened. At least, nothing visible to the public. To this day, there is no clear public evidence showing that a full-scale investigation followed those early reports. And that raises a disturbing question. If those warnings had been taken seriously in 1996, how many lives could have been saved? But the mystery surrounding Jeffrey Epstein, his connections, his protection, and the question of why he wasn't stopped earlier only continues to grow. And if you look closely enough, some very strange details begin to emerge. Recently, users on Reddit began noticing something unusual inside the released Epstein Files. Hundreds of documents had quietly disappeared. According to online investigators, approximately 892 files connected to the Epstein archive were removed from public access by the United States Department of Justice between 2024 and 2025. The Department of Justice stated that these removals were legally required because many of those files allegedly contained highly sensitive material, images, videos, and evidence protected under federal law. On the surface, that explanation makes sense, but then internet investigators noticed something else. According to users analyzing archived versions of the database, at least 32 documents appeared to have been altered, not removed, modified. And unlike the files containing sensitive material, these documents didn't appear to contain explicit images, videos, or protected evidence. So why were they changed? That question triggered a new wave of online investigation. Users began comparing archived copies, metadata, document references, OCR text extraction, cross-document links, and what they found raised even more questions. According to these independent researchers, some of the modified files may have contained internal relationship maps, connections between individuals, links between names and specific documents, and data structures that could reveal how the archive itself was organized. But before jumping to conclusions, it's important to separate verified facts from online speculation. At this moment, there is still no official public evidence proving with absolute certainty what exactly was changed, or whether anything beyond legally protected material was actually removed. For its part, the United States Department of Justice has stated that due to the enormous size of the archive, documents are regularly reviewed. Some files may be updated, new records may be released, and others may be restricted or removed when required by law. But even with that explanation, one unsettling question remains. Were these simply routine updates, or did something important quietly disappear? The story of Jeffrey Epstein is far from over. Even after millions of pages saw thousands of images, hours of footage, and years of investigations, it feels as if we've only scratched the surface, because with every new document released, every newly uncovered connection, every forgotten report, and every hidden detail buried inside these archives, the same unsettling feeling continues to grow, that there may still be much more waiting to be discovered. More names, more connections, more relationships, more unanswered questions, and perhaps more truths that some people never wanted to become public. History has shown us that power often moves behind closed doors, private meetings, exclusive circles, hidden networks, and sometimes groups so secretive that even their existence sounds almost impossible to believe. Over the years, investigators, journalists, and former insiders have pointed to allegations involving powerful figures gathering in highly restricted environments, places surrounded by secrecy, by influence, and by stories so strange that for many people, they sound more like fiction than reality. Claims involving private ceremonies, unusual rituals, and meetings attended by some of the most influential people on Earth. Whether all of those claims are true, partially true, or something else entirely, that's for you to decide. But if you want to dive deeper into one of the most mysterious groups ever linked to powerful elites, click on the video appearing on your screen right now, because what has been said about that group may be even more disturbing than the Epstein Files themselves. And as for the Epstein Files, what do you think? Do you believe everything important has already been revealed? Or could there still be darker and far more disturbing secrets waiting to come to light? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and remember, sometimes the truth is far more disturbing than fiction. See you in the next video.